is the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Steelers at 3-2 are game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. This one swung out here to Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pierce is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him, he's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Right now.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Carr going to throw. Rashad Bateman. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 26. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Somehow they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all the...
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Now it's the backup Winston. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, Ryan! Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Now Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go. Mobley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's got him in, complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Carr. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Now Carr. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. A check down here to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And it's It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're controlling how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley, able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Mingo, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Mobley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Carr. That's caught by Mingo, right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. These guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Ravens 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to throw. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And he coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jordan Waddle, 79 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey, we're good.
To throw his car. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
694.
Throwing now is Carr. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mobley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And Carr's throw complete there to Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to let this one go deep. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the delay, Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kevin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Carr now to throw.
Throw
caught by Flowers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Carr. That is incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Bring it on, boys. Bring it home. We got this.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Lawrence's throw here complete to Kelsey.
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.